What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, and we are back in the building, of course, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I appreciate all the love and the support. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. Shout out to all you visionaries that's out there. Shout out to everybody that's listening right now. If you are tuned into today's show, make sure you hit the like button, fam. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, family. Start off by doing that. Hitting that like button. After you hit the like button, share today's show. Share it on your community tabs, your Discord servers, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere that you share content. Make sure you share this show because this message needs to be heard today. This message needs to be heard. So make sure you share the show. Make sure you hit the like button. After that, I'm going to come over here and give some shout outs. But before I get to some shout outs, let me take care of this one quick thing. I'll be right back. Okay, we back. We're back. We're back. So let me get over here to the chat room and give some shout outs. Shout out to Bob. What's going on, Bob? Shout out to you. Shout out to Sir O in the building. Salute. Hey, what's going on, Letitia? Shout out to you. Much love. Hey, Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss Angie. Always coming through and holding the chat down for me. Much love, Miss Angie, as always. Shout out to Tone in the building. Salute. Salute. Jay Bones. What's good, Jay Bones? Hey, what's up, Sexy Red? Larry Vaughn, salute, my brother. Salute. Shout out to my man Suavemente. Shout out to my man Suavemente, aka Third Ward. Black Manosphere Travels. Welcome, Trolley. Welcome, Trolley. What's up, Coda? What's going on, Coda? Shout it out. OG Sonny Blanco, shout it out. Salute, my brother. Peace to you. Hubert, what's going on, Hubert? Salute, man. Salute. I don't want to mess up your first name, but salute to you. Fierce Soul, salute, my brother. Salute, salute. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. Salute, my brother, my day one brother right there. Day one brother. Oh, you ready? Shout out to you, Miss Garnetta Brown. Shout out to you. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it today. As y'all can see, the title of today's show. But before we get into the title, if you haven't hit the poll yet, make sure y'all go ahead and vote. Get y'all votes in. Get y'all votes in. Because before I start and get into the content, I'm going to stop the poll. So go ahead, if you didn't vote, if you would like to vote, go ahead and vote and answer the poll. Is Dennis Spurling attacking a certain group of men for vaginal validation? Y'all go ahead and y'all answer that so I can go ahead and close the poll before I start today's show. This is what happens when men, this is what happens to men when vagina becomes their vision. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to speak on it from the talking points. We're going to talk about this from the talking points that is constantly made. These foolish talking points, by the way, that is constantly made. I'm not up here to do all of the, I'm not up here for that. Not up here for that. See, because I see a deeper issue than what he think he's trying to do. You see? And as y'all know, over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, it's about agency. Men being having agency for one another. It's about healing. See, because the lack of healing is why we don't provide agency for each other or can provide agency for each other as men. You see? So when we get into this whole hoopla, did y'all get y'all votes in? So I could go ahead and in this poll. All right, we have 50 votes. So based on the poll, at 51 votes, we have 53% saying yes, he's attacking a certain group of men for vaginal validation. 24% says no. 8% says he should attack Pookies and Ray Rays. And 16% say they don't care. They don't care. So if y'all don't care, I guess y'all thought I was going to be up here doing what? But that's cool. Shout out to everybody who voted. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. Today's show. This is what happens to men, Dennis. This is what happens to men when vagina becomes their vision. See, because at the end of the day, we already know that you guys are running around here promoting something under the guise of black love. See, that comes from Obsidian. And you guys are trying to demean or diminish other men because what? You're trying to say Pookie and Ray Ray is bad for the community. No, Dennis. And you're a lawyer. So I expect more out of you, Dennis. I expect your mind to go further than that, Dennis. Because if you're a lawyer, right, then you know that the problem in the black neighborhood ain't Pookie and Ray Ray, it's crime. It's crime. Okay? So just because you grew up in the hood don't mean you committed crime. See, I thought you would understand this, Dennis. See, you put a stupid ass thumbnail up there yesterday thinking that that is the description of Pookie and Ray Ray. And it's not. It's not. The problem in communities today is crime. Why do people commit crime, Dennis? Why do people commit crime, Dennis Spurling? Because they want to? People commit crime due to the lack of resources, Dennis. Okay? So this is why dudes was on the block selling crack, Dennis. Because they grew up in poverty. You may not know nothing about that. You see? See, some people made those decisions because of their situation and their circumstances. And there's some people who never had to make those decisions. And it looks like you're one of those guys, Dennis. You didn't have to make those decisions. And a lot of you guys that's on here demeaning other men, because that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. What you're doing is you're actually showing how ungrateful you are when you do that. Because instead of you sitting around trying to demean other men, you should be thanking your father and your mama for not having to go through that shit. That's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing. Okay? Just because you didn't have to partake in certain things to eat, don't make you better than nobody. Because there's criminals across the board in all groups of men. You see? But see, what's sad is it's only black men who tell other black men who commit crime that they destroyed the black community. You don't hear, okay, perfect example. Shout out to Anthony Dreams Johnson. Shout out to the 21 convention. Why you don't hear none of them talk about their Pookies and Ray Rays? Why those men over there in the other manosphere is not on a Pookie and Ray Ray tirade about the white boys who sold dope in their hood, about the white boys who robbed banks and did all that shit in their neighborhood? Why you don't hear those men talking about how they destroyed their community? Why you don't hear that? Why you only hear that from black people? Why you don't hear these Asian men talking about these poor Asians who commit crime and started gangs? Why you don't talk about them? Huh? Or why don't you hear those men trashing their men? Because they understand something about unity in politics. You see? If you ain't got nothing good to say about your fellow men, don't say shit. Because for one, you making yourself look bad because you're supposed to be a professional, Dennis. You're supposed to be a professional. So the level where you are in life, this is what you thinking about? All the things you accomplished in your life, you choose to do this. Come up here and demean other men when you're supposed to be for men. Because that's why you here. But you're not for all men. You only for men like you. But what do men like you, what have men like you done for the black community? Huh, Dennis Spurling? What you do for your neighborhood? What you do for your block? Huh? Since you want to question on what Pookie accomplished and what Pookie did, what did you do, Mr. Lawyer? What did you do? You haven't done anything. I know you haven't. That's why you're doing all of this. Because you haven't done anything yourself. You haven't done anything to change the trajectory of black men either. All you did was went in and got a career and retired. Is there any lawyers up under you? Do you have a law firm? Huh? What about the good black men that's in the hood that need an opportunity? Are you offering that, Dennis? No. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You see? So I'm appalled by a man of your stature who will come all the way down to talk shit about nobodies. Criminals. That does what for you, Dennis? That does what for your business, Dennis? That does what for your image, Dennis? Because you want to talk about the Pookie and Ray Ray image. Pookie and Ray Ray is an archetype. It's not how you dress. Okay? You dudes need to start thinking. You need to start thinking and start thinking past your dick. See, because this is why you do say the dumb shit y'all say, because y'all really pandering to women. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. You're pandering to women, dog. It's obvious. What you're trying to do is you're trying to show these women who's the better choice. Right? Ain't that what you're doing, Dennis? Huh? Ain't that what you're doing? Isn't that what y'all doing? Isn't y'all telling these women that y'all are the better choice for them? Isn't that what you're doing? That's why you're demonizing 9 times out of 10 half the men in your goddamn family. Half you dudes that get up here and talk all this Pookie and Ray Ray shit, your grandfather couldn't even read, nigga. Shut up. Your grandfather couldn't read. Your grandfather didn't go to school. He dropped out of school in the 5th grade. And all the shit you know about being a man came from your illiterate ass grandfather. A Pookie. A Pookie. A man who made his living using his hands and not his brain. Sounds familiar, huh, Dennis? All you dudes that get up here and talk that shit. Your grandfather was illiterate and he worked with his hands. So don't talk that Pookie shit to me. Because you're from the loins of a Pookie. Okay? All of that, your grandfather was a carpenter, but he never was in a union. That's Pookie shit. That's Pookie shit, okay? He was the neighborhood handyman. That's Pookie shit. See, we're gonna talk facts over here. And we're gonna use y'all talking points. Because the things that y'all say qualify men to be a Pookie was y'all grandfathers, was y'all great-grandfathers, and a lot of y'all daddies. So you're not proud of your daddy? That's why you're on here hating other black men? I told you, reconcile with your father, men. Reconcile things with your daddy. Because that's why you got a problem with the same archetype of men who raised the majority of you niggas around here. You got raised by a Pookie or a stepdaddy. All the shit y'all up here talking. All that shit y'all up here talking. It's Pookie who coming back to the neighborhood, right? And starting football teams. Snoop Dogg. Don't you know Snoop Dogg Football League is sending black boys and have sent black boys to the NFL? That's a Pookie. Snoop Dogg. What you doing, Dennis? How many boys you sent to school? Huh? Full ride scholarship. You a black lawyer, not a rapper. You a lawyer. How many black boys you put through law school, Dennis? The lead attorney. How many black men you put through law school? Since y'all want to be up here challenging men's accomplishments. Since you want to talk about what Pookie do for the hood. Who you think? Jim Brown started a program 30 years ago with the gang members to have the gang members come back and speak to the kids. Jim Brown did that. What you do, Dennis? Huh? What you do? How many programs you started? I'm listening, Dennis. How many programs you started? Huh? To stop the Pookieism. How many? Because I only see Pookie come back to the hood to help Pookie. I don't see none of you niggas that's doing this that supposedly worked in corporate America, that did all this shit. Y'all not doing nothing. Y'all not helping nobody. Y'all just running your mouth. You running your mouth, homeboy. That's what you doing. And you think because you a lawyer that don't mean shit to me. We know who lawyers are. Lawyers are some of the dirtiest motherfuckers on earth. Don't make me get into that though. Dennis, I want to know what all the external, your education, your mobility, you showed us you could go on vacation and be a trick, paying for women to be in your videos. We saw all of this already. Now show us the real shit that you do for men. Because last time I checked, Pookie's coming back to the hood. Y'all ever heard of T. Rogers? Shout out to that brother. Rest in peace to that brother. You heard of T. Rogers? You heard of Ayatollah Marv? Huh? You heard of these guys? These are Pookies. That's stopping the gang war in California between the Crips and the Bloods. Yeah. Guys like Joe Rockhead from Compton Crip. Yeah. Those guys. What you doing, Dennis? I could tell you what Pookie doing in the hood. Why do you think it's nothing going on in the hoods no more? You don't see dudes selling drugs on corners no more? That's because Pookie. That's because Pookie came back and built studios so these young boys could rap and not be on the block. What you built? With all your success, what have you done? Absolutely nothing. So what you're doing is you're pandering for panties. You're pandering for panties. That's what you're doing, Dennis. That's what you're doing. Because that's your hang up in life. That's most of you dudes hang ups who lean more on the external way of life. That's your problem. Your hang up is always going to be women because you a trick. You a trick. Right, Dennis? Right? And all you dudes that love saying it ain't tricking if you got it, you don't like the trick. So don't try to use TI shit to make you feel better. Because you don't like to spend your money on them women. You know that. You know that. It's for validation. You're trying to tell these women, hey, ladies, you're tired of losing? You're tired of being single moms? You're tired of living in the projects? Come mess with Dennis Spurling. Hey, ladies, you want to go on a trip to Rio? You want to go travel the world and shop and eat wherever you want? Fuck with me, Dennis. This is what's going on. You're tired of going to Miami and sleeping in them little hotel rooms, ladies? Come fuck with Dennis. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You tired of your boyfriend getting arrested? Come fuck with Dennis. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And all the guys that's in agreement with it knows that that's what he's doing, because that's a lot of you guys hang-ups too. See, a lot of you guys never was here for male empowerment, for agency, to help and to be helped by fellow men. Y'all didn't come here for that. You came here for women. That's what you came here for. You came here for women, and it's obvious. Nobody want to hear about the politics shit. You here for some broads. That's what you've always been here for. And that's 90% of y'all hangups. Women. It's not money. It's not mobility. It's not education. It's not profession. And it's not your leisure. It's the fact that you can't find a woman to build a family. See, it's an internal issue. Shout out to Pat Stedman again, man. Shout out to Pat. The brother said it. It's internal alignment. You have an internal issue. Dennis, you don't like yourself too much, do you, Dennis? That's why you like to talk tough and aggressive. For what, Dennis? For what? You're light-skinned with hazel eyes. Relax. What are you upset for? You're going to make yourself turn red, Dennis. What are you trying to prove? Who you trying to prove it to? Huh? You making yourself look foolish, Dennis. You don't look like a high-value man doing this type of stuff, brother. And you're actually showing yourself to be a goddamn agent. Because this is all agent provocateur behavior. Now let's throw black men under the bus. Now it's time to sell these niggas up the river. This is agent provocateur behavior, Dennis. But you don't care. Because you'll do anything to move the men out the way so you could get next to that for JJ. Right, Dennis? Anything to get next to them draws. And see, y'all walk with me for a minute, man. And make sure y'all hit the like button and share the show. You know what kills me about these dudes? You know what kills me? These dudes are so harping on Pookie and Ray Ray. And what Pookie and Ray Ray is doing, right? Let me read this super chat first. Shout out to Ebo Sosa. He says, sad how some brothers become successful and allow it to swell their ego to the point that they develop a sense of entitlement. Brothers, define your position and profession. Don't let them define you. Exactly. Shout out to you, Ebo. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what kills me with you dudes? And all of this penis hatred? Because that's what it is. I heard you, hey, Dennis, do me a favor and stop talking about men's penises. Okay? This is a heterosexual male space, Dennis Spurling. Stop talking about men's dicks. Stop freely describing what you think another man's dick is and what it does. That's very homoerotic. I better not hear you talk about no man's dick size no more, Dennis. And all you men should have told him that. Hey, bro, you going too far. What you talking about them dudes' dicks for? What that got to do with anything? But he's not doing this for vaginal validation, but he keeps talking about Pookie and Ray Ray's dick. He was more focused on Pookie and Ray Ray's dick than Pookie and Ray Ray's education, than Pookie and Ray Ray's profession, than Pookie and Ray Ray's family situation. He was more focused on Pookie and Ray Ray's dick. See, when they talk about Pookie and Ray Ray destroying the black community, they talking about Pookie and Ray Ray smashing these women out. That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about the fact that Pookie and Ray Ray don't got no businesses. They're not talking about that because they don't care about that. Because they don't care about the black community. So they don't care about the lack of stores, the lack of services that black people need in the hood, that dudes are not going for and creating businesses to provide. See, he's not talking about this. He's harping on Pookie and Ray Ray's penis. This is penis envy and penis hatred, which is homoeroticism. Cut that shit out, Dennis. See, this is how you know that these dudes don't have no talking points. It's full of emotion and hyperbole. This dude kept talking about a Johnson. Well, Pookie and Ray Ray's dick, and Pookie and Ray Ray's dick, and Pookie and Ray Ray's dick. Dude, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's your problem? How are you going to be in a man's space? Hey, what's wrong with you? And you dudes are co-signing that? This dude is a weirdo. His talking point about Pookie and Ray Ray destroying the black community is because what they doing with they dick. What? What? Well, if Pookie and Ray Ray ain't have access to these women, the community would be better. I'll be back. I just had to take a break real quick, man. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button and share today's show. Hit the like button and share today's show. And if anybody want to tag Dennis Spurling, this is ridiculous. This is what happens when men. This is what happens to men when they allow vagina to become their vision. Everything you've done in life, Dennis, means nothing to you because you can't get vagina when you want it. So that's Pookie's fault. That's Pookie's fault, right? And let me ask you something, Dennis. Let me ask you something, bro. And men like you, and the men that's defending you. Because if a man is defending that, it's because he has commonality there. Let me ask you men this. If Pookie and Ray Ray are the scum of the earth, according to you guys, why do you want to fuck their women? Let me ask you this again. If Pookie and Ray Ray are the scum of the earth, why do you want to fuck their women? Why would you want to stick your penis where Pookie stuck his? Mr. High Value Man, Dennis Spurling. Why do you want Pookie pussy? I just created a new term for y'all to take. Why do you want Pookie pussy? Huh? Answer that now. Since you want to talk all this bullshit. Why you want Pookie pussy? Because them chicks in the hood that y'all trying to change and blame, shame, and explain, they're Pookies too. You know why? Because them chicks are Pookie's cousins and Pookie's homegirls and the chicks Pookie grew up with, dummy. Why you want Pookie pussy? Y'all put it in the chat room. Why they want Pookie pussy, y'all? They sit here and talk shit about Pookies all day. Why you want Pookie pussy? Huh? Because she got smashed out in the hallway before, but you want to wife her. We used to bang her out on the roof, but you want to change her life and show her something new. We used to have her on a roof. We called it Pebble Beach. We called it Pebble Beach. What you want Pookie pussy for, Dennis? Huh? Shouldn't you be laid up with supermodels? Huh? Shouldn't you be laid up with other attorneys and lawyers, Dennis? Why can't you get women on your level, Dennis? I'm going to ask you like I asked Obsidian 3 years ago. When I asked him, why can't you get a woman on your level, Obsidian? I'm going to ask you that, Dennis. Why can't you get a woman on your level? Why you want Pookie pussy? Why would you want to degrade your penis? Why would you want to offend your balls by laying up in some Pookie pussy? You know she got oodles and noodles in the kitchen, right? You know she got that sweet-ass Kool-Aid in the refrigerator, right? That she bought off a food stamp card, right, Dennis? Why you want Pookie pussy? Since Pookie is so bad. But you want that project pussy. That's what you want, Dennis. You want that lobby pussy. Right, Dennis? Right, Obsidian? That's what y'all want. Y'all want those women. They used to get trains ran on them. They used to come through and pop off for a bag of weed. Y'all want those women. That's who y'all talking about. That's who y'all want y'all validation from. Because that's who Pookie fucking. So what you talking about? What's your point? What is your point? You don't have one. You don't have one. You don't have one. Because you're doing this for validation. You're trying to convince these women, hey, you see with the success of Kevin Samuels, you don't have to fuck a Pookie anymore, even though he's a Pookie. That's already been proven. He's a Pookie. So now, because Kevin has views, he's not a Pookie. He is a Pookie. It already came out. All the shit he was saying he accomplished was a lie. And no, Dennis Spurling is not married. That picture that he had up there yesterday was one of his homeboys. And he's just standing in the picture at a marriage. He's a liar. But he's saying that Pookie's fucking up the community. But you, because you feel like you've accomplished something in life, you want a free pass to act like Pookie. See, because that's what a lot of these lames, see, I'm not going to call them educated lames. I never called them educated lames. Because I told Game Changer when I was talking to him that he's not an educated lame. He's just lame. I told Game Changer that on a panel. Game Changer, you're not an educated lame. There's no such thing. What you are is a lame. That's what you are. That's what you are. You're not lame because you went to school. You just lame because you're lame. So there's no such thing as an educated lame. Okay? There's no such thing. Y'all dudes need to stop saying that shit. Because what you're doing is you shaming men who's educated. There's no such thing as an educated lame. Either you're lame or you're not. That's in the world of men. Either you're lame or you're not. Nobody cares what school you went to. Because you went to school don't make you cool. Because you didn't go to school don't make you cool either. See, we're going to make this shit clear today. Because it seems like you dudes don't know what y'all talking about. Too much hyperbole. Just because a dude didn't go to school, that don't mean he cool either. See, that's what y'all think. Y'all think that because a dude grew up in the hood, he automatically this cool hood dude. No, he's not. How many lames on a block? You know how many dudes grew up in the hood and never came outside because they was lame? They start coming out when they was grown men. I know a lot of those. So what are you talking about, Dennis? You dudes want the free pass. See, what y'all want, I'm gonna tell you what y'all want. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. Y'all want to be the white slave master to come through and fuck all the black slaves. Yeah, I said it. You want to be white daddy. That's what you want to be, Dennis. You think because you went out and accomplished something in the world that every black woman or every woman who's less fortunate, that her pussy belongs to you. You think like the slave master, boy. You think like the slave master. You think because you went and got something out in the world that you could come back to the hood and sling your dick around. Huh, boy? That's what you think, huh, boy? You want to be like white daddy. You got that supremacist mindset. I went to school. I'm a lawyer. I'm better than all these niggas. These women need to be fucking me. Because I could take them out of this shit. Even though you don't. But I could take them out of here. Right, Dennis? That's your attitude. You act like you the slave master on the plantation. Whenever you come through, all the black women legs got to split open. Right? Because you master. You run this shit. Right? $5 elitism. You guys are $5 elitist. Because according to you guys talking points, these women who you think pussies belong to y'all, you know they're not fresh. And when I say fresh, I don't mean as far as hygiene. I mean fresh as far as haven't been tampered with. Their vaginas has been tampered with a lot. That pookie pussy got a body count on it, Dennis. That pookie pussy probably got more body counts than a couple of your people you had to defend in the courtroom, Dennis. But it should belong to you. But according to y'all, it's no good. Then what you want it for? Then what you trying to? Then why not let Pookie keep doing what he doing with his pookie pussy? What you got a problem with it for? Oh, we know why. Because Nicki Minaj is with a Pookie. Oh, so since you couldn't talk that shit to Nicki and her man, you think you're going to do it on a lower level? Nah, homie. You're going to take that bozo shit somewhere else. Because that's bozo talk. That's bozo talk. Nicki Minaj is with a criminal. She's not with a Pookie. A Pookie is an underachiever. She's not with a Pookie. Nicki Minaj is with a criminal, you dumbass. All Pookies don't commit crime, dummy. I thought you would know that. You dudes, you dudes be killed. That's why I be calling y'all dumb. Because you gotta be to say the shit that you say. You think everybody in the hood commit crime? You think everybody that grew up in the projects commit crime? You a dumbass if you think that. You think every dude that's outside on a block, standing outside is hustling, got a gun on them, done committed crime? No, you idiot. And it's a shame that you a goddamn lawyer and you think like this. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, man. You really couldn't formulate your thought better than this? This is your argument. This is embarrassing, man. You a lawyer, dog. You're a lawyer. You're supposed to conduct yourself better than this. Pookie shouldn't even be of your concern. But you worry about Pookie pussy. That's what you worry about. See, that's how I know you a trick. That's how I know you pay for escorts too. Because you still want that Pookie pussy. See, you don't even go get the good escorts where you got to pay $500 for an hour. You don't even go get those, Dennis. You like them $60 hoes, don't you, Dennis? You like those. You like them. Them catfishing back page hoes. When she show up, she got on flip-flops and a broken toenail. You like them, don't you, Dennis? This is what happens when vagina becomes your vision. Because what's your purpose in life, Dennis Spurling? What's your purpose in life? To find you some Pookie pussy to marry? Because we don't see you working toward nothing else on your channel. All you do is sit over there and talk shit all day. So you do. That's all you do. We ain't see you pull up to no law firms. None of that. But you talking about Pookie. Talking about Pookie. Why do you want bottom of the barrel box? You know she shot about 5 kids out that vagina, right, Dennis? What you want it for? Isn't it of no good anymore? That's what you guys say. Do you know Nicki just had a baby by a criminal? See, you can't compare Nicki Minaj's man to any Pookie in the hood. See, because in the hood, when you catch grape charges, you're no good on a block. And y'all sound off in the chat room and let me know if I'm lying or not. When a man catches a grape charge, oh, you no good in the hood no more. Until that's cleared up, homie. Y'all sound off in the chat room and let me know. Shout out to Rob Mack. He said, educate your brothers, Ross. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Tito in the building. See, if you're accused of something like that and you can't come back to the hood and show what that's really about, you're done. Homie's on a sex offender registry. Her man. That's a fact, Hannibal, or he might disappear. So don't you ever, Dennis, compare or even try to compare Nicki Minaj man to any dude in the hood. Because you can't be in the hood with that on your jacket, boy. Mm-mm. They'll run you out the hood. Somebody will. Or like Hannibal said, you might disappear. Okay? So Nicki Minaj boyfriend is a criminal. He's a rapist. That's what he is. That's what he is. She had a baby by a rapist, not a pookie, not an underachiever. She had a baby by a sex offender. Say it right. Don't try to mix the two. We're not doing that. Shout out to my brother Nehemiah Israel. He said, heal before you build. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my brother. Day one supporter, man. I appreciate you. And that's a fact, move in silence. That's the best Nicki could do. Because Nicki said that that was her childhood friend. She said this man was her childhood friend. But y'all up here on a Pookie tirade because Nicki Minaj caught an attitude with Kevin. Because dudes is speaking on what happened to him. And how he making what he's saying look fraudulent. So because dudes is pointing out the truth, and the dudes that's pointing it out is what you want to call a Pookie, now let's go on a Pookie onslaught. Slow it down, homeboy. Slow it down. Slow it down. Chill out. And go put some socks on. Chill out. Because we know you be on your live stream with your toes out. Chill out. But this is what happens to men when vagina becomes their vision. They start attacking other men, which then in returns creates an environment where agency is not employed. And that is what this space has always been. This space has never been a place where men could come for agency in no form or fashion. That's a fact, Rob Mack. If you get committed that same night, CO's going to snitch. Come on. My uncles always told me, hey, listen, if you ever get locked up, you don't want to get locked up for these things: grape, molestation, robbing or hurting elderly people, or harming and hurting women and kids. If you go to jail with any of that on your jacket, you're fooled. I learned that from my uncles who were in the street. You're fooled. You see? So the problem ain't Pookie, it's you, Dennis. It's you. You your own goddamn problem. Because for one, you don't have enough goddamn internal value to not want a Nicki Minaj. Why would you want Nicki Minaj, Dennis, or a woman like her? You a lawyer. What you doing with her? What you doing with a little rapper? You a lawyer. You want to deal with some chick that got to walk down the steps because the elevator broke in her building. You want one of those, huh, Dennis? You want to be, see, see, you know what these dudes want to be, y'all? You know what these dudes want to be? They want to be the Pookie Poom Poom Slayer. That's what y'all want to be. Y'all want to slay Pookie's Poom Poom. The Pookie Poom Poom Slayer. The Project Poom Poom Slayer. That's what you want to be, huh, Dennis? You want them body. See, these dudes get money and they want to run up their body count now. See, he want to run up his body count. Right, Dennis? Your body count kind of low, ain't it? That's why you want that Pookie Poom Poom that you could give a little $60, $80 to. You know, you could buy a little 3.5 or some of that gumbo and then get your, you know, right, Dennis? I know dudes like you. I used to see dudes like you on my block. You know, you pull up in a little sports car. I know guys like you, Dennis. You want some of that Pookie Poom Poom, boy. You want to be a Poom Poom Slayer, right? You want to slay the Poom Poom. Huh? You want to slay the Poom Poom. You want to finally be known as a Dixman. see, this is why they mad. You heard him. You heard him. You heard him. You heard him how he kept talking about Pookie Dick. See, he mad because he's not a Dixman. He's mad at that. He's mad at that. You're mad because you're not a Dixman. You're mad you don't know how to sling no dick, huh? So it's Pookie fault. Because Pookie not to throw dick. And you don't. You know how to throw that paper. You don't know how to throw no penis. You know how to throw that paper. And you want to shame the men who could throw that dick. Who been slaying Pookie Poom Poom for years. That's what you want to be. And you mad because you don't want to be, because you can't be him. But I thought Pookie was an underachiever and he was low level. Then why do you want to mask yourself as him? Why would you want to be me for a day? So you can have access to that Pookie Poom Poom. Right? So you can have access to Big Butt Keisha. But let me tell you something, Dennis. The reason why you shouldn't go after Big Butt Keisha and the Pookie Poom Poom, right? Because I'm gonna keep it real with you, Dennis. You're not built like that. And these women know that. So soon as you take your clothes off, because you know you Johns, y'all like to get naked. Y'all like to get naked. Right, Dennis? You like to take your dress socks off. You look like you always wear dress socks. The brown ones. Right? Let me give you some tips. Don't get naked, dog. Don't get naked. I know a lot of y'all like to make love to y'all escorts. Don't get naked, dog. And I'm telling you, don't get naked because they're going to jump out that closet on you, dog. Them real niggas. They're going to jump out that closet, dog. They're going to jump out that closet. And when they jump out the closet, homie, you don't want that cold steel on your naked ass. You don't want that cold steel on your ass. So keep your clothes on, homie. See, this is why you shouldn't want Pookie Poom Poom. Because you're going to get robbed. Because they watched you and her drive all around the neighborhood before y'all went to the crib. They watched y'all stop at the corner store. Then they watched y'all go to the liquor store. Then they watched y'all stop at the Chinese restaurant and get the chicken wings and fries or the General Toast chicken. Right? They watched you, dog. They watched you. They knew you pulled up in the 7 Series. They knew you had that paper. That's why you don't need no Pookie Poom Poom, dog. What do you think is getting niggas killed in the hood? What do you think has gotten Pookies killed for so many goddamn years? The Pookie Poom Poom. But now we need to die and continue to die. So the Pookie Poom Poom is just left for the lames. And what you think they're going to do to your lame ass? They got killers in the ground because of Pookie Poom Poom. What you think they're going to do to you, Dennis? What do you think they got in store for you, Dennis? They got certified killers in the ground because of some Pookie Poom Poom. That's what you want, Dennis? You want to drive home naked because you got robbed for trying to get some Pookie Poom Poom? Is that what you want, Dennis? See, this is why dudes that's really from the hood, a lot of they girls is from somewhere else. And a lot of they girls that they wife up be chicks that have of a different culture. Especially like, I'm gonna speak for New York cats. A lot of us, when we go get our wifeys and all of that, especially like Brooklyn dudes, a lot of us Brooklyn cats, we wife up chicks from Harlem, Queens, the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Not from the projects. Because we done dealt with that Pookie Poom Poom. We know what that do. See, Pookie Poom Poom is who calls the cops and lie. That's Pookie Poom Poom. The Poom Poom you want us to leave this earth so you could get. Who you think putting Pookie on child support? Pookie Poom Poom. But you want that, huh, Dennis? You want that? Well, you can have it, dog. You can have it. You can have it. But just understand what you're doing. You're sabotaging and throwing other men under the bus just so you could get some poom poom. Because that's what this is. That's what it all is about. That's what it is. You can't check Pookie and Ray Ray and then go lay up with his woman. Can't do it. You can't check Pookie and Ray Ray and then go sleep with his cousins and his aunties and his sisters and all of that. Because Pookie that you talking about, he got sisters with big booties. He got cousins with big booties. Big Booty Keisha's his cousin. Dumbass. So what are we talking about here? What are we really talking about? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. We talking about your trouble for having constant sexual contact. You're not getting enough sex. You are sexually deprived. That's why you're so upset. Because you thought as you got older that if you sacrifice your loins, right, and be celibate, be an incel, right, and just go to school and, you know, get your degree and become successful, the women gonna want me. They gonna feel bad dissing me back in the day. Look at me now. Go to Ricky Lake. That's what you dudes want. You want to come on a talk show. Look at me now. Look what you passed up, girl. Shut up. And man up. And go find a woman that wants you. Because Pookie Pussy don't want you. They never did. And they never will. And just because you can pay for it don't mean they want you. It's called business. Okay? And do me a favor, Dennis. If you're here for men, stop shitting on men thinking that's going to make these women around here like you. That's how the men around here know that you ain't had that much interaction with women. Because the shit that you doing for female attention never worked. We found that out when we was young boys. That trying to embarrass my homeboy and trying to shit on my homeboy not gonna make her like me. Because the dude that you could have just shitted on and dissed, she probably liked him. She probably liked him. And a couple of months later, he bringing her to the cookout. And your man's is mad now because that's your girl. But shorty always liked you. You see, we learned that as young boys. You still don't know that, Dennis. You 50 years old. You got to heal, Dennis. Stop trying to be Dennis the Menace around here. Dennis the Menace was a little boy. That's how you acting. That's how you acting. You're acting like Dennis the Menace, not Dennis the lawyer. Running around here crying, trying to blame other men for your inadequacies. That's Pookie shit too. So because you can't get a woman, it's some other guy's fault. It's somebody else's fault. That don't even sound right. That don't even make sense. Well, if all you Pookies just die, it'll make access for you much easier. Right? And let me go ahead and dispel this myth too. That you internet dudes, because y'all are internet guys. Shout out to Ron Wills. He just dropped a video this morning telling men to get the hell off the device and go outside. That's what you need to do, Dennis. Go outside. I'm not talking about the Whole Foods when you're wearing your little Crocs with no socks to buy your little food, your little Hot Pockets and shit, because it don't look like you cook nothing. We not talking about that. We're not talking about that. Go outside. Get off your device. Go outside. Because if you was outside on the ground talking to women who live in everyday life, you would understand that Pookie pussy don't want Pookie no more. Pookie poom poom, they don't want that Pookie penis no more. They don't. But they don't want weirdos like you who's hiding behind Esquire to not act like a Pookie, for her to not see you as a Pookie. You think you're gonna hide behind Esquire, which a lot of you guys think. You think you can hide behind CEO, you can hide behind founder, co-founder, owner. Still a bozo. Still a bozo. And let's dispel this whole real nigga myth. Ain't no such thing as a real nigga. The dudes in the street replaced real nigga with they replaced real man with real nigga. Let's go ahead and make that clear. And that's because dudes was out in the streets. It's about being a real man. All that black excellent shit you talking, that's you jacking yourself off because you got a degree and you got Esquire on your name. Besides that, you ain't got shit else to celebrate. And we can see it and we can hear it. Dennis. So we talking about real men. Okay? Real men. Real men, not real niggas. We talking about manhood. I don't know where you get this real nigga shit from. See, you watch too much music videos. But see, you want to be a rapper anyway, Dennis. Don't you got an album? Don't you want to be a rapper? Huh? You like a light-skinned Tariq Nasheed. Ain't you a rapper? Old fake Montel Jordan. Let's go somewhere and get it on tonight. Ain't that you, Dennis? Ain't that you, Dennis? Ain't that Dennis, y'all? Ain't that him? Don't he got an album? Don't he got an album out? It's time. It's time. Right, Dennis? That's you. I saw you in the video. I saw you sweating and shit. Got sweat puddles up under you. Like, yo, y'all gotta stop. Y'all need to chill. But no, don't chill. Keep doing what you're doing. Because to the real men around here, we see you, boy. We see you, boy. We know you. That's him, though. He got him. This is the same guy who has a music album. He tried to be a music artist. It's time. This was Dennis in a video. That was you, right, Dennis? With your blazer on the beach. That was you. That was you. Right? Lawyer turned rapper. Sound like some Pookie shit to me. A lawyer turned rapper. This was you. Hey, ladies, come join me. I'm going overseas. Hey, ladies, come join me. I'm going overseas. Follow me overseas. Follow me overseas. That was you, right, Dennis? That was you. What you would have done if you'd have got a record deal, huh, Dennis? What if you'd have got signed, Dennis? You'd have stopped being a lawyer. What was your rap name, Dennis? Was it Esquire? Mr. Esquire. The light-skinned Esquire. What was your name? What's your rap name, Dennis? If y'all know, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, y'all. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what was his rap name. Because he talking about Pookies. This guy got a whole goddamn album out. What was your rap name, Dennis? Spurlington? Spurlington? What was your name? You thought we forgot. You wanted to be a rapper. That was what you wanted to do after you retired. You want to be a rapper. Goldie the Trick. You wanted to be a rapper after you retired from being a lawyer. What do you men around here got to say about that? Since we anti-Pookie and Ray Ray. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Yeah. Return of the. Oh my God. That was you, Dennis. Trying to serenade your way into some Pookie Poom Poom. Carlos. 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 You tried to serenade your way into some Pookie Poom Poom. And y'all could use that in the space now. It's free to use. Pookie Poom Poom. Because that's what these guys want around here. Pookie Poom Poom. Pookie Poom Poom. Or was you going to try to be a Jamaican artist next? Huh? Huh, Dennis? Because you could pass for being related to Sean Paul. Wind up your poom poom, ladies. Wind up your poom poom, ladies. Wind it, wind it, wind it up. Wind it, wind it, wind it up. Wind up your poom poom, ladies. That's you. Dennis, Pookie Spurling. You want to be a rapper. Cut it out. You're doing this for vaginal validation. And this is what happens when men, let's get the title right. This is what happens to men when vagina becomes their vision. This is what happens to guys. You live your whole life masquerading when you really just trying to get some box. When you live your whole life externally so you can die with no internal value. So because you got to keep tricking, it's Pookie fault. Because she make you pay extra for the GFE, the girlfriend experience, it's Pookie's fault. It's Pookie's fault because you got to pay for the girlfriend experience. This is what happens to men when vagina becomes their vision, when vagina becomes their life's work. Because this all you want to conquer is some vagina. You got a degree, you went to school, you were successful, you made good money, you got some money now. Now you just want to boom, 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 boom. That's how you just want to be now. And since you can't do that, you know, because the women around here is not readily jumping on you, you know, they're not trying to get any of your Spurlings. You're upset. So now let's become eugenicists. Let's become black crackers. Let's become boule babies. Because you can't get no poom poom. It's embarrassing, my brother. I'm ashamed, man. I expected more from these high-level professional men around here. I expected them to have a little more integrity. I didn't know that poom poom really ruined your life like this. The lack of poom poom has spawned a hatred in you dudes for other men who are actually trying to run away from Pookie Poom Poom. We want the women that you had access to, Dennis. We want the attorneys. We want the lawyers. We want the police officers. We want those women. We don't want Pookie Poom Poom. We trying to get away from that. Why you think dudes in the hood, they come through with, you'll see a dude in the hood, he always got a foreign chick. She a model. She do this, she do that. She live over here. Why you think you always saw that in the hood? We don't want no more Pookie Poom Poom. We want the women you had access to, Dennis. You want the women we had access to. So we still have something in common, Dennis. Maybe you'll see that one day. Maybe you won't. Shout out to everybody in the building. Salute to everyone that's here. Shout out to everybody for coming through. If you enjoyed today's show, man, don't hesitate to donate to the show. You could do that by hitting the Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV, Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV, or you can hit the super chat, man. I appreciate everyone who has donated to today's show, whether you hit the Cash App, whether you hit the super chat. Much love to everyone who donated. Shout out to everyone who came through. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button. make sure you share today's show. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all you visionaries, man. Shout out to all of my visionaries, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Brothers, in closing, remember, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build, because we are our own agency, not Poom Poom. We, the men, are our own agency. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.